Welcome to The Argument. I'm Rafael Ruffolo, sitting here alongside Brian Jackson from IT Business with the guest appearance here on The Argument. We were both in Anaheim recently attending the Microsoft Build Conference. The big news out of that conference was Windows 8 was unveiled. And basically, it's going to be a OS that will work across tablets and PCs, laptops, basically any computing device. Is this a good idea, Brian?
I think Windows 8 is a great idea for tablets. I think it's going to improve the tablet ecosystem a lot. While Apple made tablets popular, they're basically just big iPhones, and they can only do really simple tasks. Windows 8 looks like it's going to bring more complex computing tasks to tablets, and that'll be good for business.
The thing with me is that nobody likes a one-size-fits-all, right? When you get a one-size-fits-all hat or a one-size-fits-all shirt, it's usually a recipe for disaster. I see the same thing occurring here. When you design an OS to work on every form factor, you're going to be you're going to expose the people who are using the tablets to the same sort of headaches that they have on the desktop. The reason the iPad is so successful was its simplicity. You don't really have to worry about security.
That's exactly why the iPad is terrible for business. It's too simple. Windows 8 allows you to actually create content. On the iPad, I can't even split screens and look at two things at once. There's no multitasking capabilities. Windows 8, I'll be able to go into the desktop mode and look at 8 screens if I want to.
Well, I think the reason the Android tablets have failed is because they've tried to do too much. They've been too complex for the end user. With the tablets right now, maybe Microsoft is ahead of its time.
You think they failed already? They've barely started.
I think they failed at this point. Microsoft might be ahead of its time. They're putting an i5 processor into this device. This is going to cost over $1,000 a Microsoft 8 tablet device.
It costs $1,000 today, but in a year from now, when Intel improves its processor technology, we might see a lot more powerful processors that give tablets better battery life, and we can do all these
tablet users are not going to want the duplicate functionality that you get right now with Windows, the constant switching between the desktop screen and the Metro-style app screen. They just want it to work, to use some simple business apps, and that's it, and not have to deal with the headaches. With this
sticking with that one screen, that's fine if you hand your iPad to your toddler and you don't want it to get too challenging for them to use. Granted, that's okay, but what if you're a business user that actually wants to, say, write a document or compile a spreadsheet?
IT shops want to treat their employees like they're toddlers. You don't want them messing around.
Well, I'm afraid to tell you that the consumerization of IT trend is hit, and it's all about the users now, Raf.
And the users are all on the iPad. The users are all on the iPad, and I think
that's because there's nothing better yet.
I think we could probably argue this for a long time, and a lot of people are going to be arguing this a long time. We have another year till Windows 8 comes out. I guess we'll see how it goes at that point. Thanks for joining us, Brian.
You bet. Thanks, Raf.